All right.
All right. Shalawam, shalawam.
Shalawam, shalawam.
First and foremost, especially in these times today, we want to give all glory, honor, and praise to our Father in heaven,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakah,
Rakah,
Quadash,
Quadash. Double honors into the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who ruled well, who taught us this 100% truth, peace, and salutations unto the hopeful elect scattered abroad. All right. Um, a special, shalom to the prophets speaking on the corners as they commanded to do so. Those likened unto the speckled bird, you Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations, as well as the Aquas out there. All right. It's Sha'ak, Tazapanya,
Khan, the Ak Maccabee.
Khan. And we're going to go into some various topics. Uh, First, I've made a public service announcement earlier, and in the description box in this video, I got the Maccabees Ruben's Revenge in the description. Baba Koshaf, y'all could subscribe to him for further edification. All right. We're definitely in some serious times right now.
Khan.
You know.
And likewise, the brothers' channel on the Ruben Revenge channel should be streaming. You should be able to find the brother as well as the camp's description box, or in the links are in the description box.
So we both we streaming through two channels at the moment right now. You know, so just trying to stay in the spirit, having positive vibrations. All right, really meditating on this law as we commanded to do so, preparing ourselves, you see what I'm saying, for the future. All right, watching and praying, you know. A lot of things still going on in the world right now as far as current events. You know, not too long ago, the first things that's coming onto my mind, 100 flights canceled, Xmas Eve, Saturnalia Eve, all right, from United Airlines, I want to say, right? What was the next one? New York City is supposedly Slovakia, supposedly trying to get people to not get fake Vanessa's cards, right? So they're imposing or in a persuasion that they would lock somebody up, right? If you get caught with it, you know, and that is it's very unwise, should I say. It's not circumspect, all right, for you to be trying to slither your way around, you know, Esau's measures, you know. So, and that kind of goes to faith, you know.
Khan.
You have to have faith as a man of the Lord, all right, in your power, which is his name is Yahweh, and the son's name is Yahweh Shai. All right. And this gospel, this good news is centered around and is only for the Israelites and the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American are the real children of Israel. All right. So we're gonna get into some scripts. We're gonna just flow in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? See where the spirit takes us, and then we're gonna continue on. So I'm gonna be doing more videos on my page. I was on strike for 2 weeks, but I was posting and uploading on my backup page, Zion Iron Minds. All right, but if you wanted to bring out anything real quick, and then we could just flow off of that, you know.
I just want to reaffirm what the brother had said. I got like a kind of a statement here, more or less. We'll hold it up to the camera so brothers can, you know, kind of take a picture or whatever you need. Pause the screen if you need here. But it reads, Salakia, that Esau Edom is modern day Jewry. All right. 1925 Jewish Encyclopedia, Volume 5, page 41. All right. They have nothing to do with Israel or the house of Judah. All right. Strictly speaking, Salakia, it is incorrect to call an ancient Israelite a Jew or to call a contemporary Jew an Israelite or Hebrew. That's in the Jewish Almanac, 1980, page 3. You can find that. All right. And as well as Edomite Jews begin to call themselves Hebrews and Israelites in 1860. All right, that's found in the the Encyclopedia of Judea, 1971, volume 10 and 23. The Jews are not Judean Israelites at all. All right, as those described in Revelation 2 and 9 and 3 and 9. We want to go ahead and grab those real quick. Time.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. So Yahweh Shai is knowing the works, right? And what does it say in the book? I want to say is of James, where show me your faith, right? And I'll show you mine by my works, right?
Right.
So one, we have to have works because works is showing our faith, right? And tribulation, you gotta go through things, and that's how you know that the Most High loves you anyway. You see what I'm saying? He's not gonna put on things that you can't bear, as it says in 1 Corinthians. So one thing to notice, everything that you're going through, all right, is already ordained, preordained from the Most High, that hell that you're going through, right? Which eventually bears fruit of the Spirit anyway, you know? So it goes on to say, and poverty, right? Because pursuing Deuteronomy chapter 28, right, starting at verse, 16 on down, all right, one of those is being the tail and our enemies being the head, you know? But thou art rich. What are we rich in? The truth, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Doesn't it say that in Proverbs, for I would have, wisdom over rubies, and how art knowledge more valuable than gold, roughly paraphrasing.
God.
All right. So you can have nothing materialistically, but if you have the truth of the Holy Scriptures, you see what I'm saying? Our historical, prophetical book of our forefathers, the Hebrew Israelites, all right, then you're rich, man.
Come.
And I know
rich in spirit, man.
Rich in spirit, come. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
So we just read that Esau Edom is modern day Jewry, admitted by your quote unquote modern day Judea, so to speak, the house of the Idumeans that now are calling themselves, as it said, calling themselves, how it was incorrect to call them Hebrews or Israelites up until 1980. And then all of a sudden, that was a normal thing. Like, yeah, they just adopted, they stole this heritage. Let's just keep it above. Right. Esau, Edom stole this heritage, man. All right.
And that goes to, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Okay.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not, For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And that's why in the Deuteronomy 28, these curses shall be upon us for a sign and a wonder, and they shall pursue thee until it has destroyed thee.
That's right.
This is why Jake can't by themselves get themselves out of this hell-bound situation. All right. It has to be a spiritual force or power, which is Yahweh Shai, man. All right. And Yahweh Shai died only for his people, as it pursuant to Matthew 1:21.
Okay.
All right, because himself was of the tribe of Judah, which is one tribe out of the 12 tribes: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Reuben, Gad, Issachar, Naphtali, Asher, Zebulun. Right. So we're just saying this because, as he brought out, these people took our heritage, our language, our land, our everything, because the Most High gave them that permission to do so for a greater purpose. You see what I'm saying? To unleash, to establish the bigger movie per se. You know? So we have to be fully aware that the Most High controls everything, man. Read the first 2 chapters of the book of Job. The spiritual demon Satan, all right, cannot do anything without permission from the Father.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. I mean, he has dominion over even the spiritual Satan, man. The what people believe to be this entity, all that is controlling all to itself, man. Satan got to report to the Most High, man. He don't do anything that he not commissioned to do. All right. Did you have some more on that, bro?
Not on the Revelation, but
yeah, let me take this down real quick.
But I had something in Amos that I did want to bring up.
Me too.
Referring to this is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Like, for instance, right, the modern day trumpet, all right, it would be those alarms of the waxing and the waning, or the rising and falling.
Yeah.
Mad loud when a tornado or a nuke would come.
Yeah, they've gone. There was. I don't know if you, because you live out east, you probably hear them a little better, but they've gone off before, like to the point where like people heard it in the city, and they were afraid.
And we heard right.
Yeah, and they were afraid. Kind of like, damn, what's going on, type of thing.
Exactly.
And it's loud.
It's a nervousness because that sound is supposed to trigger. It's an alert system. Be alert, all right?
Hey, Shalawam, brother. I see you in the
warrior.
See you in the comments, bro.
Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh hath not done it? So he's using, all right, that example that A plus B equals C. A trumpet goes off, people going to be afraid. Is evil done in the city? Yahweh did it.
All
right. So all credit. Matter of fact, and that brings me to, and then we get to your Amos script real quick. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things.
That's right. The good and the bad. The light and the dark. There's balance in all things. Yahweh does. That's what Yahweh's about. It's balance, man. Roundabout circle all the way around. Completion.
That's right.
Can't have one thing without the other.
Yo, Shalawam Dagon from Basra. 144.
Shalawam, brother.
Shalawam. Right. So you see what I'm saying? He created this understanding, this wisdom, right? The light, all right? Yahweh Shai, right? He's the light of the world, right? He created Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
He also created Satan. He created all of these, wayward philosophy per se to blind the people. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or should I say the demons, in order to them to jump on people, for them to believe this and to believe that.
Right.
Right. So he's the one that creates peace. He creates evil. So the Most High is going to create evil, Jacob's trouble, so that he could create peace, which is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. You see that? And it was all from the Father. He do all these things. All right. So we come that and that's the point. So, just like we did back in Amos, all right, can there be evil done in the city and the Lord have not done it? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So these things that is coming, right? What's going on in New York? What's going on in DC? Right? What's going on in Cali? Right?
And down in LA, yeah. Which they ain't talking about on television.
Right.
Nowhere.
The Most High on the left-hand side, all right, has created certain spirits, all right, to be in certain vessels of certain nations of people to construct certain legislations to do his will. And it's not that, well, I was going to say it's not that hard, but hey, he created the stumbling block. Even David prayed, let things be, be a stumbling block unto them, man. I wanted to bring this out too, real quick. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 1. A false balance is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. So we know that is talking about actual silver and gold, the money changes. You see what I'm saying? You trying to skim off the top here, and when you go back into the Torah, the law, the teachings, all right, because that's what it really means. All right, it says that we're not even supposed to be giving usury or credit, taxing our brothers. You see what I'm saying? But to the other nations, we can. So with that being said, you feel me, on a spiritual sense, you feel me, everything has to be in balance. He ain't going to outweigh one to the other and this and that. You see what I'm saying? Because if you even think about it too, right? In the kingdom, the other nation is going to go off.
Yeah. I mean, Moab going to be over there talking about hey man, let's try to worship Buddha in this cave where no one knows.
They want to do a quick little feast with mice and fucking dogs and cats and shit. You see what I'm saying? And acting like the the elect ain't gonna find them out.
Right.
Come on, man. So I'm just using as an example, as if, because your wacky tacky Christians would think that heaven is just all pure good. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, for Israel.
Yeah. But that love doctrine is not reality.
It holds no weight according to the scriptures, man. This is Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 25. Yet ye say the way of Yahweh is not equal. That's the spirit. You see what I'm saying?
Well put, brother.
Said. Because our people is like, man, Yahweh don't, like, you got your love doctrine women, right? Or your atheists. Why would, if you believe in God, why would he kill little babies? And I done seen people then get murdered and chopped up and babies raped. He would, he created
Mashapatya, man.
Mashapatya.
You know what I'm saying? You people want to be like, oh, I can't believe this happened to Lil Billy. He got shot up in the drive-by. Man, Lil Billy might have been the wickedest nigga of all time in a past life. So he came out the womb, he lived a couple years, he rode his bike, and then he got iced, man. That's righteousness, man. All right.
Con. Just to finish off the script, it reads, "Hear now, O house of Israel." See, the whole scriptures is talking to a select people, man. Whether you're in the Old Testament or New Testament.
Is it not a series of personal letters to a select group? I mean, if you go to the New Testament, Paul almost starts every book with like a greeting to the house of Israel, man. All through from Romans, Ephesians, all the to the lost house of Israel, to the among so and so the Ephesians. That's how every one of those books starts. So it's a personal conversation taking place, personal learning between really the house of Israel, the house of David, the two houses, the full kingdom together, but a conversation between them and the Most High and the most who we know to be Yahweh Shai, man. That's really the only people the Bible is talking to. It's not really talking to everybody.
And if it's talking about other nations, it's prophesying against them.
Yeah, sure, you get scriptures, so to speak, where the Lord was dealing with this heathen or that heathen, but that don't mean that they're not going to share in the kingdom with us, man. That doesn't say that anywhere in the script. So what? The Lord made Nimrod a mighty warrior, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He not going to share in the kingdom with Israel, man.
No. And the nations are to him like spittle, man.
Well said, bro.
Lebanon can't even be a sufficient burnt offering. You see what I'm saying? But to continue, is not my way equal? Are not your ways unequal? So just like you said, that personal, I can see like Yahweh in the spirit talking to like the conglomerate of the whole house of Israel, the 1/3 plus the 2/3, right? You know what I'm saying? And talking to them like, yo, my way's not equal. Have you looked at yourself?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, just like, man, y'all, but y'all niggas got it figured out.
Right. You see, so that's how Yahweh Jake, or you're dealing with Jake, should I say,
you break it down to like some niggatry, man.
Yeah.
Jake will overcharge another Jake for buying something off him. Like, how much? Oh man, can I like them J's? We wear the same size. How much can I, get them off? Jake will make you pay some ridiculous price, where you could have just went to the store and got them. The niggas is coons, man.
Yeah, that's why he said your everyday nigga Jake can't wrap their head around you. And they can't. And to a certain degree, you see what I'm saying? We all really can't. Matter of fact, let me pull up that script. You see what I'm saying? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 8. I'm gonna start at that's the spirit, because I was gonna bring this up anyway. Verse 6, right? Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. See, and that's kind of like a precursor to the famine of the word, man. While the prophets is out here, you see what I'm saying, bringing out things that is more precious than gold and silver, which is the wisdom of the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? Jake should, in a logical sense, in common sense, you know what I mean? Which, common sense ain't common, like they say, but actually, okay, yeah, but it's all on the spirit that the Most High gave them, really since the beginning of the foundations of the earth, right? So now it goes on to say, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts, and let him return unto Yahweh, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon, man. You see what I'm saying? Just the fact that all of the sins that you've done in your reincarnated lives until now, before coming into the truth, you see what I'm saying? And he can wipe all of that away. That is an abundance of pardon and give you a reward. You see what I'm saying?
Which we obviously, the scripture tells us we don't deserve.
So watch this. Now let's think of this spiritually on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. All right. So to a degree, we can't wrap our heads around Yahweh either, man. We know in part and we prophesy in part. We use what the Most High meant. Matter of fact, I don't know if you've seen it, but this was spiritual. A brother, forgot the name, but he had a vision of Elder Apostle Tahar, man. You feel me? And it was breaking down how an angel came up to him, all right, with all the apostles, and he brought a briefcase and kind of put it down, and he was some big brother, and in it was nothing but silver bracelets, chains, and rings.
Right.
And Apostle Tahar putting them on, and there's still more. And he sent all the apostles out to get food, garments, and something else. You feel me, Salakia? But he go on to say to the angel, "You're like, I can't fit anymore." You see what I'm saying? And basically, the silver chains and all that represented wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And he was like, the angel was like, "Yo, what you have is sufficient for you, because in order to get more, you have to be changed, right? Because the type of level of remember, the law is going to be downloaded into our hearts, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
You're just going to know the law.
Yeah, you can't put new wine into old bottles, man.
Exactly.
All right, that's like you trying to you got a Windows 95, but you trying to play, Fortnite on it. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to work. You got to upgrade it, man.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So in order for us to be gods who we truly are, you see what I'm saying? We have to be upgraded, and we will be changed like in a twinkling of an eye. Abba Ratazah, man. So hey, but yeah, Jake, some straight hypocrites. You see what I'm saying? And this is why that's the spirit that we trying to get off of. You see what I'm saying? We was like that imagine before we came into the truth, like Elder Apostle Tahar always say, right? Most of us, was in that plantation, Christianity, that Renaissance Christianity, right? Some of us might have been like, yeah, oh, I'm a Christian, or God can only judge me, or yeah, I know God, me and God got a relationship. But you over here fucking other niggas, bitches. You over here smoking weed, all right? You keeping all pagan holidays, right, and not the holy days. You see what I'm saying? You eating abominable foods, right? You doing all type of wickedness, man. You see what I'm saying? So that's where we come. We getting into. We trying to get into the mercy. That's what he just said. Return unto the Lord and receive the mercy. That's what it just read, right? Matter of fact, let me look at that word return in the Hebrew.
Sharab.
Oh, you did say it. See, that's the spirit. Yeah. What is it? What does sharab mean?
Return. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, in order to return, meaning you had to be there first. Let me look up return in the etymology. Because means back or again, right?
You had to be, basically, man, you had to be a part of the fold, which it speaks on the falling away first, right? That's spoken of, roughly paraphrasing in the scripture, that you had to be a part of this to fall away to come back. If you was never a part of this, how can you come back?
Exactly. And matter of fact, can you get Romans 11, the olive tree?
Yeah.
And where it says grafting again.
Yeah.
Right? So this is return in the etymology. It's from the early 14th century. To come back. Come or go back to a former position. I don't really need to read no more after that.
Should be self-explanatory.
And what was our first position? Didn't Yahweh Shah himself say, you see what I'm saying? He wanted to be back in that original glory that he had, son. This is when we came into this truth, we understood. We like, yo, we in these corruptible bodies. Apostle Ramla brought it out the other day. We on a low level, man. You see what I'm saying? We know our true value and worth first as men, how we should be treated, and and that's why oppression makes a wise man mad. Like I said in Jeremiah, Yahweh made a new thing, man. A woman compass a man. All right, the way that we getting held from these women, Esau, the beast system. You know what I mean? On and on and on and on, man. When we know that we got in Ecclesiastes, what does Solomon say? In the spirit, I've seen servants upon horses and princes walking the ground, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. The roles are reversed, man. Right? Woman is above a man. Servants is above the princes. A base man is above the priests of the Lord. So on and so forth, man. Women are their lead or yeah, leaders, and children are their oppressors. For their leaders, lead them to earth, to air.
Salakia, this is you wanted 9, you said?
It was 11.
Oh, Salakia. I don't know. 9 came to mind when I punched it in. Salakia. Let me get 11. Salak.
I want to say 23.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the spirit.
Salakia.
That's the spirit.
This is Romans 11 and 23, and it reads, and they also, if they abide not still in unbelief, shall be grafted in, for Yahweh is able to graft them in again.
Again, that's that return. So these wild olive branches, all right, are these Israelite foreigners. You see what I'm saying? That either was born outside the land or didn't know that their true nationality wasn't in the truth. You see what I'm saying? And grafting them in back again. This is why your Judeans, all right, was so adamant of being at beef per se, all right, with the Gentiles being Israelites, man. All right, Israelite foreigners, man. You looking at like they would say they probably had tattoos on them. They dressed like the Romans. You see what I'm saying? Probably bald face, bald head. These type of customs of the other nations, man. And that's that wild olive tree.
So, just to kind of land back off you, bro, I got this Galatians 4 kind of on that grafted in concept. All right. Because people think too, like, oh, this is, I can just be grafted in and come back to something that wasn't a part of. That's not how it works. You, like we mentioned, you had to be part of it. This Galatians 4:1. Now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differ nothing from a servant, though he be Lord of all. All right. B is under tutors and governors under the time appointed of the Father. Even so, when we were children and were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of time was come, Yahweh sent forth his Son, made a woman and made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. All right. So you got to first and foremost be a son and have, basically the lineage of an Israelite to return to this thing, man. All right. And because ye are sons, all right, Yahweh has sent forth the spirit of his Son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. So those of us that are coming out of sleep, so to speak, after all these years, we're fulfilling this prophecy here, coming back, crying unto the Lord to take us back, so to speak, to let us return to who we belong to, man. Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Salakia. Wherefore thou art no more a servant, but a son, and if a son, then an heir of Yahweh through the Mashiach. So that's where we get that joint heirs from, man. You know what I'm saying? Being joint heirs with Yahweh, that gaining, Lord willing, that uncorruptible crown, trying to obtain that.
This is in the parable of the talents. This is Matthew chapter 25. I just want to get straight to the point. This is verse 23. His Lord said unto him, who is his Lord be talking? The Lord be talking about Yahweh Shai. Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. You see? So Just like how you read about the servant, even though he's Lord over all, right? We're trying to return back to that form of glory of what we truly are, man. You see, but we have to be a good and faithful servant, man. So to serve. And that's how you know it's only talking about Israelites, because Roman 9 says service and the matter of fact, there you go.
I was gonna read it, and then I was like, this is what he asked me for. What did you want it?
Just verse 4. Straight to the point.
Salakia, who are Israelites. Actually, I'll start 3 real quick. For I wish, because this is Paul speaking, right? And he's basically acknowledging his flesh that he is an Israelite. All right. For I wish I could myself were a curse from the Mashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption, right? And the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of Yahweh, and the promises. So Yahweh gave unto the Israelites, us, the adoption.
And we just read in Galatians who the adoption, well, it doesn't specify in Galatians, but it specifies in Romans. So now you know who were the church in Galatia.
Right.
Israelites. Go ahead.
Right. So only the Israelites are adopted in at all. Then the glory, the covenants, so all the promises, all the glory, everything that's supposed to come to the kingdom of Israel, that was promised to the kingdom of Israel, was all given to us through Yahweh, man. All right. And then on top of that, the giving of the law, only the Israelites are under the law, or only the law only pertains to Israel. And also the service, to being able to appease Yahweh, pray to Yahweh, only the Israelites can do that, and as well as the promises, man. The promises of all the things to come. Should we
the promises
be good servants, man.
New bodies, the promises of the kingdom. That you feel me? Who see? I mean, if the Most High has unlocked, right, that barrier of the puzzle to the mysteries of the scriptures, then you'll get it. If not, then you ain't never going to get it, because he didn't want you to get it. You see what I'm saying? Because you're going to have even 2/3 that's able to get certain things, but they not, doing what they was commanded. But then most of the 2/3, I speak as a man, the Most High purposely made them not to get it, man, even though it's for them. You see? And well, since I keep bringing up that, I'm gonna just get that in Zechariah. What is it, 12 or 14? 14. No, 13. Slakia. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 13, verse 8 and 9. And it shall come to pass, so this is a future prophecy, that in all the land, that land talking about America, Babylon the Great, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd shall be left therein. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. So you have to know the name.
So that kills that. That whole, the name's not important. It doesn't matter. You can have a personal. Okay.
The whole 1/3 is going to know the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shah.
And really that idea of being like, you are saying you worship this all-powerful being that is Yahweh. If you're an all-powerful being, are you just going to and you have a name, are you just going to let people call you George?
Right. Come on.
I mean, niggas don't like that in regular life. Like, you just going to call somebody out their name. That's not going.
Yeah, just like how you call a woman a bitch per se, right? And
right.
Don't call me out my name.
Man, you can call her another chick name and she'll
she'll
go laugh.
Hell yeah. Start bugging. I will say it is my people, and they shall say Yahweh is my power.
That's right.
And that's what's happening right now. All right. We are coming back to our true nationality. We're understanding who our God is, who our power is, because that's what God means. God is Elohim, which means powers. Allah means power. All right? Elohim being plural. So he's our power, man. He is saying, it is my people because he cast us away through our disobedience, but he sent his son, saying, it is my people, Yahweh Shai, to die for us, the Israelites, primarily starting out with the elect, right? In order to adopt us back, all right, to be his people again. But we never left from being his people, because even Paul says that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get that real quick. This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, starting at verse 1. I say then, hath Yahweh cast away his people? Yahweh forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham. That's how you know when it's talking about the seed of Abraham, it's talking about Israelites, man.
Right.
And all right? Because Abraham had many seeds, but what seed was called, right? Was chosen? Isaac. And after Isaac, Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's where the inheritance, the covenant, the promise went down unto. Of the tribe of Benjamin, Yahweh hath not cast away his people which he foreknew.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What ye not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to Yahweh against Israel, saying, and then it goes on and on and on. But got to the point.
I gotta just to land back off you real quick. Mm-hmm. It's Romans 8 and 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groaning which cannot be uttered. All right. And he that searcheth the heart knoweth what is the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession for the saints according to the will of Yahweh. All right. So you do everything that you do through the will of Yahweh Bashem Shai as it is. You know what I'm saying?
But notice how I just said intercession, and we just brought out, you feel me, how even Elijah made intercession, and who's our intercessor? Yahweh Shai. All right. Yo, GMS Amath, your eyes from Yahweh. Shalawam.
Shalawam, brother.
Yeah,
Slack, I got like a little bit more. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love Yahweh, to them who are called according to his purpose. All right. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be confirmed to the image of his son, that he might be firstborn among many brethren. All right. Basically, man, like the brother was saying, just backing off what he was saying, you know, you don't choose Yahweh. Yahweh chooses you. Right. And then
you will have to get that in John.
You
know what I'm saying?
I think I got it written down. I'll get to it, but
I think it's John 17 in the prayer.
Yeah.
But in that, to land back off what you said, because see now we're getting into preordination, predestination, foreknowledge, foreknew, right? It's all the same thing, man. All right. He had an understanding and manifested it, you see what I'm saying, into certain vessels from the beginning of it being manifested into this material physical world, man.
Because Yahweh, at the end of the day, man, Yahweh chose the house of Israel, right? The seed of Abraham, right? So and like the brother said, he had many seed, but it was the chosen seed that all that meant. Do you mind if I just grab this real quick? Just to kind of hammer that home a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So Lakia, this is 1 Peter 1 and 2. elect according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh.
See, that's how you know the Most High dealing with the elect, man. Yeah, he foreknowledged everything, right? Everything was already in fore, right? Meaning before, behind, beginning, right? Knowledge being to know, right? You know, right? So he knew before he created everything. Specifically in this, in Peter talking about the elect, man. All right, those spirits that was created to do his bidding on the right hand side.
All right, Salaki. Now, elect according to the foreknowledge of Yahweh, the Abba, through sanctification of the Spirit unto obedience and sprinkling of blood of Yahweh Shah the Mashiach, grace unto you and peace be multiplied. All right. So it was that. I mean, come on, man.
Well, you know what's crazy? Didn't Moses sprinkle the blood on the people and on the ark, right? And I just heard, I don't know if it was Tahar or Elder Malcolm said it. You feel me? Yahweh Shah is the ark, man. He's the one he's the law, he's the word, he's the light, he's the door, he's the way, he's the lamb, he's the lion.
Right.
that just came to me right there. You feel me? So when it said the spirit is what sanctifies us, man. Right.
That's why this is a blood in. When they tell you like, yo, like when you come into this fold, like it's blood in, blood out. Because that sprinkling is your salvation. That's you got it. What you do with that, that's up to you. You know what I'm saying? You can lay up your treasures in heaven through that, with this opportunity, through the sprinkling, or you could just frolic through the tulips, you know what I'm saying, and get burnt up when it's time for you to go. That's pretty much where we're at with this thing.
You got any more meat on that?
Salaki, they're just gonna read the next two real quick. It just reads, "Blessed be Yahweh and Abba of our Mashiach Yahweh Shai, which according to his abundant mercy has begotten us again unto the lively hope by the resurrection of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai from the dead, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you."
But it was just talking about the elect. So that's how you know, right? the inheritance, all right, is reserved in heaven for the elect already, man. The elect is the ones that's written in the book of life, because the second death have no power over them, man. You see what I'm saying?
Let me just get these last two. "Wherein ye greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations." All right. So the whole entirety of your existence in Babylon is filled with temptation. Be this temptation, that temptation, the entire existence while you're here. That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
That's Zechariah 13:9 right there. That trial through fire, man. You know, fire is a purification agent.
Right.
You see, can you look up in the Greek manifold?
Yeah. Let me pull it up on here real quick. I'm sure it's in here. Manifold. All right. And you said you wanted it in
if you
Greek.
Hit G, yeah.
There we go. Pokilos is how you would say it. It's an adjective root word. I'm uncertain derivation. Got various colors, various sorts.
Yeah, of various sorts. We're gonna get temptations of various sorts. You ever got I don't know, a box of candies of assorted colors, or
just
all types of So just like you said, you feel me,
Or you
throughout
get
life,
the variety pack of
the
beers.
variety
Got
pack, you know, yeah. Oh, well, you
8
never tried
different.
this one or
Right,
this one.
right,
You go through life, something gonna hit you that you ain't never, dealt with before, and you like,
right.
God damn, how I get through this one? I ain't never, But see, that trial of our faith is more precious than of gold, man. That perisheth, man.
Con.
You
No,
know,
exactly.
because we have to endure hardness like a good soldier in Hamashiach, man.
Mm-hmm,
All
mm-hmm.
right, we're soldiers in this thing. Read the Valley of Dry Bones, Ezekiel chapter 37. We standing up upon our feet and speaking as bold like we ought to, man.
Con. That wisdom 5 in Babylon, while being scoffed at, boldly telling he and his kingdom and in his power seat, just chanting down his kingdom through prophecy, man. I'm gonna peel a little bit more off this, and then you got it. Salakia, down to Peter's 1:8, who having not seen ye love, in whom though now ye have not ye see him not, yet believing, ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith and even the salvation of your souls, which the salvation the prophets have inquired and searched diligently, who prophesied of grace that should come unto you. I mean, come on, man.
You feel me? So this is the salvation that the prophet's been prophesying, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is why the book, like Isaiah, what does his name mean, right? Yah has saved, right? Or salvation of Yahweh, if I'm not mistaken, Yashayah, right? So when you read it, that's why there's so much comforting. You see what I'm saying? Scriptures in the book of Isaiah, man. Not only on that right hand side, but on the left hand side, destroying this evil kingdom. That's a comfort, man. That this world's going down. I got a quick precept if you still got something.
Just got a little bit more, brother.
Yeah, no, this is meaty.
Salakia, searching what matter of time the spirit of the Mashiach which was in them did sanctify, when it testified beforehand the sufferings of the Mashiach, the glory that should follow, unto whom it is revealed that not unto themselves, but unto us that did minister the things which are now reported unto you by them that have preached the gospel unto you with the Holy Ghost sent down from heaven, which things that the angels desire to look into. All right.
That's deep right there.
So man, us just doing this, daily service that we do, or going to camp, chanting down the kingdom, man, that's like the Most High is straight speaking through the prophets, man. Straight speaking through the prophets. And the things that we, report on, so to speak, the events that are taking place, those are the things that we're being like, angel coming down. Hey, brother, talk about the trade wars. Oh, and then all of a sudden you doing a video. Come on, man. This is all the Most High's movie. He's the director, the author. You know what I'm saying? He's telling brothers when to cut it, the whole nine. Salaki.
And that also shows that the prophets of old, they were moved by the Spirit to write what they wrote, but a lot of times didn't understand what they was seeing, what they was writing down. That's why I said that, you feel me, unto whom it was revealed that not unto themselves, but unto us right now, they did minister. Minister means to serve the things which are now reported unto us. All right. By them that preach the gospel, right? See, you see what I'm saying? So
it's the wars, rumors of wars, all those things that are taking place.
And then we seeing it now. You feel me? And then that's why the seals have to be broke. Yahweh Shah, unlocked up the 7 seals. To send that spirit down. Man.
Salakia. Wherefore, gird up your loins of your mind, be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shah the Mashiach, as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust in your ignorance.
Slack, yeah, you gotta bring that back in verse 13 real quick.
Con.
Break that down.
Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind.
All right, that's the first point. Go ahead.
Be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahweh Shai the Mashiach.
Right, revelation meaning to be revealed. So when Yahweh Shai come back, right, we supposed to, what does it mean to gird up your loins? Back in the day, our ancient forefathers, when they was going to war, they gird up their loins. They took their garments and they wrapped it in a certain way to go to war.
In a way, Jake still does that shit to this day.
Yeah, they pull up their pants when they about to square up.
When they getting ready to square up.
Let's get it rocking. They pulling up their pants. That's
gird up your loins real quick.
You feel me? Get your shit all tight. That's how, and nobody else fight like that. That's how you know Jake.
You know, and you'll see a lot of fighters. They grab the trunks, pull the trunks tight, and then they get square again. That's girding up your loins. You know, tightening everything up real quick.
But of your mind. So that means that you have to be mentally militant for the things we about to see in order for the grace to come when Yahweh Shah come back. Because how he coming back?
That's right.
In a consuming fire, man.
As a lion, not as
the lamb.
Yeah, not as the lamb.
You see, that's why in John, or John the Lamb of God. Right, he came peaceful, man, comforting us with the true and the sayings of the scriptures. But then in Revelation, this is when they talk about he the Lion of Judah now, and that dichotomy. How can you be a lion? Lions eat lambs, and you know what I mean? But that spiritual quality, man, from being the one that would that because Apostle Gabar was used to say, being back in was it St. Lucia or whatever. When they would cut the goat would cry. Ah!
Oh man,
mercy.
We still got it going on this side. That's wild. Why did it do that? We still got it going.
We got on that side. But
it's all good.
So when the goat would cry. You see what I'm saying? But when you cut the lamb neck, the lamb just take it. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shah just took what he knew he had to do. But then the lion is what? The king of the jungle, man. The jungle being representative of the earth. All right? He's the king over all of it. You know?
I'm trying. Slovakia. Keep going, bro. Let me just fix this for you.
Well, I wanted to bring up this scripture real quick. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 1, starting at verse 1. Paul, an apostle of Yahweh Shai by the will of Yahweh, to the saints, who are the saints, the Israelites, which are at Ephesus, and to be faithful in Yahweh Shai. Grace be unto you and peace from Yahweh our Father and from Yahweh Shai. Blessed be the power and Father of our Lord Yahweh Shai, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Yahweh Shai, according as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy. See, so he already preordained, Salakia, certain select Israelites to be holy and without blame before him in love before the world even started. Right? Verse 5, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shah to himself according to the good pleasure of his will. So the internet not working on this now?
Nah, it was Slovakia. Yeah, it's working. You just gotta open another window.
Oh, okay.
It should be cool. So was you still going on that?
No, that's it. I just wanted to get that part.
No, you good. I'm just gonna finish this out real quick. Just a couple more. This is back in that First Peter, though. This is down to 14. As obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust of your ignorance. All right, obviously. You know, the things you were in a past life, man. You know, those are things you got it back going.
See, Satan trying to fuck with us, man. You know what I mean? See,
look, it didn't even.
Yeah, I know, right? He was like, Shalawam, I'll get you streaming in black. Yo, you know what I mean? But listen, this word ain't gonna go out void, man. It's gonna keep pushing.
That's why we got 2 streams going. You know, the hell with they're trying to knock us out. Whatever though. Salakia. But back, like I was reading in 14, as obedient children, not fashioning yourselves according to the former lust of your ignorance. So back in the world, niggas chasing this and that, running around doing all manners of nonsense. We ain't supposed to be in that mind anymore, man. The Most High's coming back. We know, you know, that blood's been sprinkled. We took the blood in, blood out deal. You know what it is now. All right. To go back to those things, take your hand off the plow, so to speak, is death, man. All right. But as he which hath called you, like we were saying, you don't choose Yahweh, he chooses you. All right. Called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manners of conversation, because it is written, be ye holy, for I am holy. And if ye call on the Father, for whom without respect of persons judgeth accordingly to every man's work, pass the time of your sojourning here in fear. All right. Which, how do we show the Most High love and adornment? Through fear, man. Fearing the Most High. All right. Shalaki, did you have some more, bro? Or you have something else?
Yeah, John.
God, I'm on John too. Go ahead, bro.
John 15 and 16.
That's where I was at. John 15, 16 through about 19.
Bring it out.
I'll read it. This is and go ahead and break it down, bro. This John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, and that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to he may give it Salakia, he may give it to you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, all right, therefore the world hateth you.
Well,
that's a very popular thing with the Christians, but you know, they don't particularly understand what's being said.
No, not
at all.
And it said ordained. So we know there was a preordination there. Preordainment. You know what I mean? You can't choose, just believe on Jesus and you'll be saved. I can't listen. No man knoweth where the spirit cometh and goeth. You feel me? Is how a man is to be born again. It happens according to the will and timing. Unto everything under heaven, there's a time for everything, man. You know? So we didn't choose Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai chosen up, and we hope that we're of his chosen. Because we know he definitely called us, we doing the work, but we won't know we chosen until we inside them chariots, man, and we see the rest of those that died in the faith already up there. And then we all look down and see Babylon the Great as the lake of fire, seeing that second death, destroying this wicked ass society.
Let me hit this real quick. This is Ephesians.
Yeah, that's the one I brought out.
Oh, Khan, you hit Ephesians 1 and 5 already, huh, Khan? Salakia. That's right. Let me and then this is running kind of long, so I guess we'll wrap it up. But did you already hit Jeremiah 2, the 1 and 5?
No.
Khan, this is Jeremiah 1 and 5, and it reads, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. All right. So once again, it's that predestination, so to speak. That idea of universal universal salvation, that's foreign to the scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we just rattled off maybe 4 or 5 different scriptures that just completely tell you that if you weren't predestined to be doing this, you wasn't going to be doing this. All right.
And Salakia too, because it just said that before the belly in the womb of his mother, Jeremiah was already a prophet. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets. You see? So that's how you know everything was preordained. He already had a prophetical spirit created before the foundation of the earth, and he chose it to be sent down into the loins, into the seed, into the testes of a certain man of a certain lineage be born through the womb of a mother, all right, in order to do what he was commanded to do.
It goes all the way back to Genesis, man, where the Elohim helped Yahweh and Yahweh Shai and the rest of the angels create the heavens and the earth, man, or the earth, so to speak. Those spirits have been ordained since then. Okay, from the very beginning. Salakia. This is Matthew 22:14. For many are called, but few are chosen. So, the Lord calls many men to, some guys are in this faith to just bring out one thing, wake up one brother, and then the Most High can cast you out. You know what I'm saying? So there is a level of humility that also comes with being a part of this fold, man. Staying in constant fear of like, damn, that could be me. Damn, I don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Can you bring up Psalms 51?
Yeah, sure. I'll bring Psalms up for you real quick. Let me get Psalms 51. Salakia, the Psalms 51, and let me go to
verse 11.
Right here. Yeah, Khan.
Start
this Psalm. Khan at 10. Yeah. Khan, Salakia. Yeah, I started at 10. Khan. This Psalms 51:10, and it reads, "Create in me a clean heart, O Yahweh, and renew a right spirit in me. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me." All right. The point being, man, like that's kind of what I was speaking on, like living in constant fear. This is something that I know a lot of brothers pray often. I do as well. I know you do as well, brother. But constantly reading this scripture and praying it and asking the Lord not to take that, spirit off you. Like, I know I don't always be right. I know I do this. Forgive me for this and that. You gotta pray, man. You gotta ask for forgiveness. The Most High gonna be dealing with you, man. All right, and Lord willing, He don't never take the spirit off you to just take your hand from the plow and walk away, so to speak. Salakia, real quick. Just gonna get Thessalonians 5:9. Salakia. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:9, and it reads, "For Yahweh hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation of our Mashiach Yahweh Shai." All right.
So He specifically appointed, right? Like you have an appointment, right? It's a concrete time and date. So He didn't appoint us to wrath. So He concretely set a certain people to not be under the wrath of Him.
That's right. That's right.
But to be saved by Yahweh Shai.
So there you go. You got the Gentiles who are basically, you got two sets. You got that set that is never gonna come out of the sleep, and then you had the set that was ordained to do so, to meet Yahweh Shai upon His coming. Like, yo, we did it. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, we be a part of that number as well. And I'll end it with this one here. This is Revelation 7:9, and it reads, "After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindred, and peoples and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands, and cried with a loud voice, saying, Salvation unto our Yahweh, which sitteth upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. And all the angels stood about, stood around about the throne, and the elders and the four beasts, and fell before the throne in their faces, and all worshipped Yahweh, saying, Amen. Blessed be blessing, blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto Yahweh forever and ever. All right. Amen.
You know, so that great multitude is the 1/3, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The reason that they were speaking all tongues and out of all nations because Israel was scattered everywhere. The reason why they had palms in their hands because palm trees were symbolic for victory, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when Yahweh Shai came in lowly, riding on an ass into Jerusalem, what they was doing, screaming Hosanna, they was throwing palm trees on the floor because they knew, you see what I'm saying, that he was the king. He had victory. You see what I'm saying, or over the enemies, even though it happened, but it ain't fully in fruition. You know, when he died, he conquered death, but he's coming to conquer and be conquering like that white horse.
Mm-hmm.
He goes on conquering and conquering, and with many crowns upon his head, because he's going to be taking down a lot of kingdoms, man. You know, so we're going to be saying, and that's deep right there. That what was it? Saying Aman. Remember, Aman means so be it, right? Blessing and glory and wisdom and thanksgiving and honor and power and might be unto our power forever and ever. So be it. Truly, truly, verily, verily. You know.
And then the next line down, Salakia, like the brother mentioned, you know, it reads, and I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said, or Salakia, and one of the elders answered, saying unto me, What are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said to me, These are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Right?
Right. So those that got beamed up in them chariots.
That's right, man. That was deemed unworthy here on earth, right? Or that was, you know, the so-called the mire of the earth in its current state, but in all along, you know, we the jewels and rubies of the Most High, man. All right.
So that coming out is that come out of her. Wow. See, in Jeremiah when it says come out of Babylon lest you be partaker of her sins, that's that come up hither, man.
Right.
You know?
Therefore are they before the throne of Yahweh, and serve him day and night in his temple, and he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them, and they shall hunger no more, neither thirst anymore.
That's how you know the ones with the white robes is men, right? Tabernacle of God is with men. So it just said that he that sitteth on the throne shall dwell among them. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Neither shall the sun, Salakia, neither shall the sun light on them, nor any heat, for the Lamb which is in the midst of the throne, Salakia, shall feed them, and shall lead them unto the living fountains of water, and Yahweh shall wipe away tears from their eyes. And it just made me think, man, like how, you know, Jake can go in during the plantation days, you know, slavery, hardcore bondage, how hot that southern sun had to be on Jake's back, and to know that the Lord is going to take away like the burn of the heat. It's like, damn, you know, like you're going to be able to just, you know, be in the freezing cold, shirtless, like be able to walk out on a scorching ass day and be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to not no uncomfortability at all. You know what I'm saying? All ailments of the body, you know, whether you brothers got dental problems, you know, ailments of the body, you can't hear well, you maybe have a speech impediment, you know, all them things, you gonna be changed in them new bodies, man. it's just,
and that's what we look forward to, man.
oh,
That's just one of the many reasons why we do this work, man.
con.
You know, because we believe in the promises which is given unto the Israelites in the scriptures, man.
You know, now that you kind of said it, I want to, we can end on that, but hold on one, because I want to say there was one more that I had been thinking about and I didn't get to it, and I'll end on this. If this is what I thought it was. Because for what you just said, all right, and Salakia. I'll start at 9. This is Hebrews 6:9, and it reads, "But beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have shown towards his name, in that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister." You know, that constant pumping the information out, going to camp.
Serving,
you know what I'm saying?
We serving the body right now.
Being diligent, you know, doing your studies and breaking down of words, being a part of this thing. And we desire that every one of you do show the same diligence to the full assurance of hope unto the end, as we all are obtaining.
He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. That's why I said, you see what I'm saying? Gird up your loins of your mind.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's where the hope comes from.
Yeah, that ye be not slothful, but followers of them who through faith and patience inherit the promises.
Wait. Give Revelation 13, verse 10.
Revelation.
So we're not to be slothful because of the faith and patience where is the promises, right? Read it for me, Ak.
I started 9. Salakia. And actually, if you don't mind, I'll start at 8. Salakia. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him whose names are written, Salakia, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. So, you know, if you're not in that book of life all the way back at the beginning, you just ass out. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
We just read patience and faith in the book of Hebrews, man. Those are the promises, man. So we've been promised to have slaves under us of the other nations, man. And we're not being slothful. We're putting out these videos. We're doing everything that Maccabee just said so we could get that, man. We just, you know, hey, listen.
Hey, but that's it. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, if y'all want to be at the bottom, you know, until y'all get destroyed by a missile, hey, you know, by all means, go ahead and die. But over here, we choose life, man. Because we're sons of Yasharallah, princes of power.
That's right. We can end on that if you want. Yeah. We can end it on that. Actually, let me get one more. Just gonna see if this is what I think it is. This is, and then, you know, we'll wrap it up after this. But Salakia, this is Ecclesiastes 12:1, and it reads, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh." Which I believe you kind of brought something similar out earlier, but you know, we're running out of time. So, you know, this is it. Like, remember the Creator, man. There ain't no better time to sharab, so to speak.
Yes, return unto the Lord, right? And seek the Lord while he shall be found. And the evil days is almost here.
Right. I mean, they are here.
Yeah, they are here. Yeah.
They just, you know, you not having full blown rapes taking place in the street, but you know, we minutes, seconds, hours, straight bullet. You know, yeah, when thou shalt Salakia, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. All right, so we coming to that time where, you know, the grinding is gonna just end. You know what I'm saying? I'll read it down. Salakia. while the sun while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, or the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall be troubled, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, Salakia, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice, Salakia, at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And we're there, man. We're in this time now. Music is like about as trash as it could possibly be right now. The grinding is coming to an absolute, and yeah,
Yeah,
I said
yeah,
Clips had that
grinding.
and that was a little hot song right there. But those songs,
and you know what's crazy? The name of that album was Lord Willing.
Lord willing, yeah, it was. Clips was cold. I don't know. Didn't the one twin have a sickness or something?
Something in
Them niggas was
because it
mad
was
wicked.
Pusha T and then it was Malice, but he changed his name to No Malice. Because he kind of had some type of awakening. Most likely he heard some type of truth and he didn't probably stick all the way with it, but he was like, yo.
But yeah, man. I mean, like we were saying, Lord willing, this was edifying. This thing is coming to an end. I know we say it all the time. Many brothers been saying it for years, but it's at the doorstep. If you can't see it, you just blind. The Most High didn't allow you to see it. So, it is what it is. With that being said, first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. We want to give double honors unto the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders of Israel, whether you can accept that or not.
Right.
We'd also like to extend a sincere shalom to all you Akim out there who are pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners and four winds of the earth. As well as the brothers who apply to the speckled bird prophecy, and those Akim and Akwith who are out there listening and learning, in silence and with truth and sincerity to you, we say shalom.
Shalom. Abad Gabal.
And Abad Gabal.
Shalom.
Kwam Yasharala, Akim.